I'm Snow, and this is Gas and Go.
Johnny Bohmer.
Johnny Bohmer.
Bohmer.
Johnny Bohmer.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Gas and Go with Snow. I am here with Johnny Bohmer. Johnny, first of all, thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Absolutely.
I know you're busy. We are here at SEMA 2023. My man, the Welshman, he is our land speed guy. He's going to break a land speed record here pretty soon. Well, he says, hey, did you see the street car that did 300 miles an hour? I was like, man, shut up. And he's like, no, I'm serious. I was like, no, you're not. And so, I mean, it's just an unfathomable number. But, so, first of all, tell me what you do, and then tell me about this car, because this is amazing to me. I'm just nuts for cars. So tell me what you got.
Well, so I've been working at Kennedy Space Center since 2010.
Okay.
And I do straight line aerodynamic testing for a lot of different manufacturers. And so I have a big advantage over a lot of people because I have the best piece of concrete on the planet Earth. It's 100 yards wide, 3 miles long, with 1,000 foot of runoff on both ends to do testing. Yeah. I bought this car brand new in 2006. I wanted it to be the fastest car in the world. Right. Back then, the big deal was to go 250 in the standing mile. Yeah. March 14th, 2010, this is the first car to break 250 in the standing mile at 252. Daily.
A standing mile. So, for those of you who don't know, a standing mile, you're starting from a dig.
From a dig. And
boom, at a 1 mile mark, you were hit 250 miles an hour.
22 seconds from a dig. Yeah. So, then, you know, we went to some more races, 260, 270. Okay. Then 2012, I had the Guinness Book of World Records people there. Their rules are insane.
I can imagine.
You want to hear them? I'll tell them real quick. You
All right, give me the short version.
Short version, license tag, insurance, DOT tires.
Okay,
ACs.
so they make sure it's street legal.
It's got the AC's got to blow less than 60 degrees. The tires got to be DOT.
No way.
This has AC, man. This has to have all that stuff. Yeah. And then they pull you up the starting line, and they clock you. You got to drive for 15 minutes around the runway. Come back. They park you at the start. They check the AC again. 60 or above, you're disqualified. You cannot open the deck lid on the car. You cannot touch the engine. Then you can go. I went 283 miles an hour. Go to Guinness's site right now. Still the fastest car in the standing mile according to Guinness's rules. Yeah. And that run was like 22 seconds. 283. Okay. And then since then, I've just been playing with the car. I wanted to be the first guy to go 300. There was a GT in Texas that went 300.4, but a full-blown race car. There's a lot that didn't meet the requirements. And so I was on Gas Monkey Garage. Okay. And I went 292. The boost controller quit in 6th gear. I chugged across at 292. That's the run when the parachute broke. Okay. So I stopped the car with no parachute in a mile and a half. All the calipers caught on fire.
I was like, dude, you had to burn the brakes up at that point.
All the calipers caught on fire, and it cracked all the rotors. Everybody thought the car was on fire. Yeah. So then fast forward a few years, 5 years. Yeah. I got the car ready again. I said I'm going to crack it. We went out there. I hadn't actually driven the car high speed for a few years. Went out there. We dynoed the car pretty heavily. It makes about 2,700 horse rear wheel. Okay. All right. So now you said you cracked all the brakes. Did you have to replace all the brakes? I mean, everything, rotors, whatever. These rotors I run Coleman rotors. They're 138 bucks a piece. You know, I'm just a hillbilly and just make the stuff work. You know, and the brake, because the brakes burn up anyway. So I do have a parachute. The car makes really good power. When I did that run. Let's see this parachute. Okay, all right. So it makes good power. It makes the car's capable right now for close to 2,700 horse. When I did that run, I was at 2165 because after I did the 310, we took it back in and put it on the hub dyno and made 2165. That's why I know next time I go, I'm going to be close to 3,000 with the new turbos. I changed 5th and 6th. I'm going to crack 320. I'm shooting for 330. And I'll drive the car all the way back home on AC, about 200 miles to my house. Okay, so obviously it's sports vehicles, right? You got what, twin turbo? Twin turbo, Precisions. Okay. Twin turbo, all right. And dude, this is amazing. What kind of boost numbers are you running? That run was at 27.5. I run the car to 45 when I want to crank it up. Yeah. All right. And then you said stock tires, not street legal tires. Yep. But this is amazing. How many miles do you have on this motor? This is the original motor in the car. It's the original matching number for this car.
Okay, and
but the block, listen, Frank, everything's modified.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you have like totally new rotating
all
assembly
big
and all that
stuff, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But the original block, basically original motor,
original transmission case, with the whole internals, PPG straight cut gears.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, this is super impressive to me. I'm just like blown away. I can't even imagine. When we started talking about this, I scanned it, so I'm going to watch this video. But I heard you had an incident at 200 something miles an hour. Car came off the ground.
Car's been on fire 24 times. 2 times were catastrophic.
24 times on fire.
I caught on fire at 260 one time with a passenger. He got burnt. I got burnt. And second degree, lungs, the whole 9.
Yeah.
One time I was going 235 at the Kennedy Space Center runway.
Yeah. And
it was a little too windy. You got to watch the crosswind. The car picked up, and it lifted me up and moved me over exactly 10 feet. And I kept going straight.
So
I could have pinched off some rebar. The whole car went
up and over 10 feet.
Yeah. We have it all on video. It's like that's how people don't realize how dangerous this stuff is. Well, you do.
We know because one, we got the land speed car, so we have the fastest electric car in the world.
And you guys,
59 miles an hour.
That's insane.
And he's got an electric land speed bike that he's going to be riding. We're talking about the
you guys are doing stuff. You guys are doing stuff.
Okay.
The longer you're up there, as you well know, the more things can happen. You're out there stretching out 350, man. It's insane.
Yeah. So, do you mind if can we open the door? Can I just like look inside and see?
If you want, we can pull the deck lid back off and show you the engine.
Well, I mean, if you don't mind, I would love to see it, but I don't want to inconvenience you.
No, not at all. Yeah. We can do it. If we do it real quick, we got to. We got to.
So, Danny boy, get a look at this inside.
We don't need to
man.
Wow,
So,
let's just set it on the ground.
Definitely, the roll cage is definitely set up for safety, and from the speeds that he's doing, that is a must. I can't express how important safety is when you're racing. So, all right. So Johnny was kind enough to pull the cover for us. So look at this monster. And one of the most impressive things to me is that this is the original motor, right? Now, of course, I understand that you had to beef up the rotating assembly, which totally makes sense. And I'm sure probably the ignition system, a couple other things are upgraded. Yeah,
there's hardly anything on this car that's stock anymore. It's inside that arena. Yeah.
And so I drive a Chevy. He drives a Ford. We tease each other all the time. But this is an incredible piece of engineering that this motor has held together. I mean, just the block. Yeah. That it held together doing 300 something miles an hour. What kind of RPMs are you turning doing that?
I shifted 93.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 93.
And 93 miles, 93 RPM, 9300.
The car lights them up at 250. When I go into full boost at 250, you watch the video, the car spins. I watch the tach go to 98. It kicks over about 2 degrees. You just stay in it. When it comes back down, I grab 6.
So, Danny boy, if you look at this. What size are those turbos? Oh my God.
Those are actually 15-year-old Precisions. They just rebuilt them.
Really?
Those are 82, 83s with a 1.12 back housing.
Now, are you using ceramic ball bearings? Or
yeah. And I'm getting ready to
you got for the heat.
I'm putting 83, 85s on.
Okay.
Yeah. It's water to air intercooled. It's got about a 9-gallon system, so I can do a full run and never have the same water go through. Air inlet temps at the end of that last run were under 130 degrees, like 121, which is big. Okay. No traction control.
How wide is that tire?
Well, the ones I run are smaller. This is just like for riding around town.
Okay. So that's why you light them up at that kind of speed.
Yeah. Plus, I run 50 psi in the rear, 55 in the front.
Yeah. Well, you want to
lower that rolling resistance. Yeah. No growth.
Okay.
Keep the tire growth down.
Hey, so all right, let's come around here. This is one of the things I definitely wanted guys to point out is look at how nice this is. I mean, for a car moving that fast, have you had to repaint it?
Original paint.
This is the original paint.
Yes, sir.
And see, this is crazy because I would think it would be rock, chip, scratch.
If you look at it carefully, there's a lot of little dents in it. This has another world record.
Yeah.
This is the only car I know of that's had 14 strippers on it at one time, and that's on purpose.
You know what? Forget about all that other stuff you're talking about. That's the record I want to see the video of. 14 strippers on it at one time.
Yeah.
Dude, this is amazing.
Signed by Mario Andretti.
Yeah.
He's had the cars to 25 miles an hour. Got pictures of that. Yeah.
All right. Can I have one of these?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'll sign it for you.
Oh man. Yeah.
Craig?
The snow. Just snow. I'm snow.
Okay. pleasure to meet you, man.
Well, you know, Revolt Systems, and like I said, we have the fastest land speed car in the world, and our motor is definitely one of the, it's definitely one of the coolest things on the market right now for the EV conversions and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, right now, nobody's going to beat anything like this, especially on the street. But hey, thanks again, Johnny, man. I really appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thanks for coming over, man.
Hey,
and he's riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next time on Gas and Go with Snow. But I got a lot more questions for him. So thanks for joining us.
Awesome, man. Dude, awesome. You've done that a few times.
Maybe once.